grandfather has a tattoo of a naked lady on his forearm. A buxom black and blue souvenir from his days in the Marines. Grandma yells at him every time he tries to roll up his sleeves, and once even marched him to the nearest tattoo parlor to demand he cover up her shame. But with only the outline complete, he didn't think it was worth the pain and called for a truce. I come from a long line of soldiers who take pride in their wounds, who believe that our proud history was worth the price of bloody bodies and once that stupid tattoo. So even after the relentless thunder of grenades stole my father's hearing, he still swore that nothing was too precious to lose in defense of our country. Once an explosives expert, his time containing fate in his palms left him with the fear of losing control and a history of detonating. My sister and I knew to avoid sudden noises, to only wake him from Sunday evening naps far out of range of his sleep-startled fists, and when his anxiety exploded into roaring war zone, to retreat to the safety under our beds. But my brother never seemed to be afraid. He spent his childhood throwing himself between us in the shockwaves of our father's temper. After years of watching him suffer the shrapnel, I couldn't understand why he would sign up to be wired with the same short fuse. It wasn't until I received his first letter that I learned the real story behind a grandfather's tattoo. Eager to prove himself, Granddad lied about his age and joined the Marines at 16. He only lasted through 28 days of training before he realized that to be broken and brutalized, jagged enough to be used as a dagger was a greater dishonor than any discharge. So he drank himself brave, revealed his real age, and after the court-martial stumbled into that tattoo parlor. My brother confessed that he joined the Marines to redeem the memory of our grandfather, hoping that if he could endure twice as much torture, he might erase the blue and black marks left on our family. Instead, they shattered his backbone and reassembled it into a weapon, crafted his sense of justice into munitions made of rage and hate, and war-fire fear, honed duty and loyalty into deadly ballistics, then sent him home, still armed and ready to detonate. At night, the clicking cadence of him sharpening and counting the knives he hides under his pillows sounds like the slow ticking countdown to his inevitable explosion. At my grandfather's funeral, his sleeves buttoned tightly at the wrists, my family attempted to bury any evidence of his disgrace, while they eyed my 2-year-old daughter like a grenade in training waiting to be honorably fragmented. We have been obsessed for so long with defending our homes that we refuse to see the way we leave them littered with lost landmines, honor-fueled explosives set to shred through families more efficiently than the enemies we built them to defend against. But no one will admit that it wasn't worth it, because without honor, war becomes a story of self-mutilation, of drunkenly stumbling into one country after another, and our scars and broken homes are all my family, all this country has to show for it.